Hey everybody, welcome back to a whole new video of living in Lexington. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are actually going to head south towards Richmond, Kentucky. If you're thinking about moving to the area, you're in the right spot. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Ben Murphy. I'm with eXp Realty. This is Living in Lexington, where we talk about everything it means to live in the area of Lexington, Kentucky. Like I said, we're heading to Richmond, Kentucky. If you're thinking about moving to the area, you got to do me a quick favor, hit that subscribe button, because we're going to be talking about the different neighborhoods, restaurants, things to do in the area. Today we are going to feature Sycamore Park, a very awesome very awesome neighborhood down in the area. Let's get to it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. We are looking at Google Maps of the area. We're going to zoom out just a little bit. This is all of Richmond, Kentucky, just so you can kind of see. I know the city limits are a little bit, I guess you could say, funky, because you got some over here, you got it up here. It's kind of all over the place, but the neighborhood is actually just right down here. I couldn't really find a good photo for you all to kind of look at, but just so you can kind of see exactly where it is. I mean, you're really looking at the majority of this area. Okay, um, that's the best way I could describe it before it goes up here, Golden Leaf. I mean, it's literally just pretty much this area right here. Okay, that's your Sycamore Park. Not a very large area, not a very large neighborhood, but it's kind of a one way in, one way out neighborhood, which makes it a little secluded, which I think privacy wise is why a lot of people are drawn to this particular area. We'll kind of explore Google Maps a little bit just to kind of show you what is very close. So you got an EMS station, you got a firehouse right next door, which I know is a plus for a lot of people when it comes to worried about, whether your home gets on fire, how quickly the response going to be. You're going to have a pretty quick response down here. But I wanted to show you got US Highway 421, which actually takes you all the way into Richmond. I wanted to kind of show you that you're only 5.5 miles out, 10-minute drive to the city center of Richmond, Kentucky. If you're trying to get a job at Eastern Kentucky University, you're actually right here. Okay. 421 highway is actually a pretty cool little street. It's straight in, straight out. And we'll zoom in a little bit too, because convenience wise, takes you right to probably one of the biggest shopping areas of the Richmond area. Now, there's not a lot of shopping going on in the area of Richmond, Kentucky. I'll be honest with you. The mall, I think, used to be pretty cool back in the day, but it's been pretty bare for the last 10 or 12 years. And so just kind of be aware of that. But Kroger Marketplace, for those of you who are not familiar with our area, it's a shopping store, convenience store. It's very large, grocery store. And this Kroger Marketplace is actually a really nice one. I enjoy actually going over there. And if you keep looking over here, you got Walmart that's also right next door, along with Lowe's Home Improvement. So you can kind of see this section is a really popular area, especially when it comes to shopping, getting food and supplies. So again, just to kind of show you, a 8-minute drive, 7-minute drive to go pick up groceries, really not bad location at all in regards to that. So Lee's Famous Chicken, I'm not gonna lie, ladies and gentlemen, if you never heard of it, it's a very small connection towards KFC, but it's better in my personal opinion. So if you are looking for an excuse to get some fried chicken, that's definitely one. I might have to do a video about Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, because I am a big fan of their food, and always like to have an excuse to go there and eat. So, if you're a golfer, you're not too far from Gibson Bay Golf Course, which I've heard a lot of good things about. I really should start doing reviews about golfing just to give me an excuse to go golf, if I'm being honest with you. And, kind of just going up the street just a little bit, you've got a little bit more shopping areas right here. Not, again, not a ton. Like, don't think that you're going in, you're going to find just store after store after store, but you do have some restaurants. You do have, the big ones, Zaxby's. You got Big City Pizza, which is pretty popular pizza chain in the Lexington and Richmond, Kentucky area. Let me kind of zoom out just a little bit. I don't want to spend too much time on there. Once you get past Irvin Road, I mean, there's a lot of car dealerships out here, and I'll be honest with you too, as we work our way up, more and more new homes are being built along this road, which is really cool. Richmond, I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't heard already, I mean, Richmond's going to explode in the next 5 to 10 years. So those who get in on the new homes now are probably going to reap the benefits of it in the next 5 to 10 years. If you're looking for just that home that isn't your forever home, but it's kind of that first step home, maybe that starter home if you can afford to get out there in one of those areas. I mean, you're gonna make money off of it. It's definitely gonna be one of those investment opportunities that you will want to reap the benefits of. And I'll probably try to do a video tour of those homes, just to, again, the neighborhood, so you can kind of see. For those of you who are curious where Bucky's is, we actually got to go south. Bucky's is right there. It's a little south of Richmond. I know I did a video of it not too long ago. If you haven't, but be sure to go check it out. That is a very entertaining cultural experience gas station. They call it a gas station. I don't think it's a gas station. I think it's a convenience store that sells food and gas. That's my personal take on it. But again, if you are trying to work inside the state or the area of Lexington, it's somewhat near the highway, not necessarily that convenient to a highway, if I'm being honest with you. Odds are, I'm trying to look at this road map. It's probably gonna, I mean, you can go one of two ways. You can go south, jump on the highway there. There's a lot of construction going on, or you could try to make your way over here and jump on the highway. But, once we zoom out and I'll show you, I mean, you're 30 minutes, 35 minutes away from Lexington. So it's not a terrible drive if that's what you're trying to do. Again, it is a little bit of a drive. I actually worked in Richmond when I was going to school at the University of Kentucky. That 30-minute drive can get old, but if you're trying to work in Lexington but live outside the area, Richmond is easily one of those locations that I'm always pushing people towards. There's tons of University of Kentucky employees that live in Richmond, Kentucky. Okay, so it's not unheard of. It's not out of the woodwork. It's very, very possible. So just kind of understand that. And so as you can see, the more I zoom in, the more things will pop up. Again, Eastern Kentucky's kind of smack dab, just about south of Richmond. The way Richmond's set up, it's a little unique, but it's a cool town. I do like it. It's not a very, very, very big town whatsoever, because again, comparing it to Lexington, there's 300,000 people in a very small area. Richmond, Kentucky, probably 25,000 when the school's in session. Eastern Kentucky's in session. So again, you're not going to see the crowdedness of Lexington when you're down in the Richmond area. Now, the closer you get to city center, the more crowded it gets. But that's why, again, I think a lot of people work their way to just the outside skirts of the Richmond, Kentucky area. And I'm telling you, it's going to explode. It's growing, especially this area down here where Bucky's, there's all these talks about all these different major companies like Mazda, even Ford's talking about moving down here. So if you are considering moving to Richmond, Kentucky, I'm telling you, in 5 to 10 years, you're going to reap the benefits of making that decision. So let's jump in the car. Let's check out these homes so you can kind of see what the neighborhood looks like. Hey everybody, before we get to that tour, be sure to do me a quick favor. Go ahead and click that like button. It's going to help spread these videos out, especially for those who are researching the area and trying to learn about where they want to land here in Richmond, Kentucky. Let's get to the tour. that does it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you stuck around here till the end, if you haven't done so already, please do me a quick favor and give this video a like. It's going to help get those videos out there for those who are trying to research more about the area. If you're one of those people who's trying to move to the area, wants to learn a little bit more about the area, you got to hit that subscribe button, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be posting videos every single week, all about the different areas surrounding Lexington, Kentucky. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. This has been Murphy with eXp Realty here in Lexington, Kentucky. You guys have a good day.